It's the home of the Jazz here in Utah as 2K Sports brings you today's action. Live from Salt Lake City, Utah in the Energy Solutions Arena.
Wake up, son. You're in.
Oh, it's time to ball.
Celtics trail by... Four on the floor for Boston. We've got Tayshaun Prince. Thornton out there with Phil Pressey. Then it's Brandon Bass. And it's Olynyk in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Burke kicks to Hayward. Feeds to Exum. Here's Burke. The three-pointer, no good. And a moment happening right now, folks, and the fulfillment of a lifelong dream, a special individual taking to the hardwood as we'll get to watch the first official NBA appearance from Lions. Just an amazing story we have here, Clark. Here is someone who has had to scrap and fight every bit of the way, but now he's made it on his own to an NBA floor.
You know, he got passed over by all 30 NBA teams during the draft, but he stuck with his dream, and now here he is. I mean, let's hope he can make the best of it.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yeah, during that break, the head coach of the Jazz had some words for his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Big Dog. That may be a strategy that comes as a little bit of a surprise, but Coach is showing a lot of confidence in his ability to produce an outstanding effort today. He also asked for a very strong effort on the offensive glass. He wants to see them cashing in on a lot of second-chance opportunities. So still in the opening quarter, and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Brandon Bass now in his 10th season out of LSU, pick and pop, power forward. That mid-range shot is the strength of his game, and he's really improved defensively the last couple of years as well.
Another miss by Utah.
Well, that was not a smart play there. That's a wild shot. They can get something better.
No, that's not smart basketball. He should have passed that shot up.
The Jazz have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. And he gets it to go. Lions gets the bucket. In a moment to celebrate here. Those are his first official points as an NBA player. Outside Bradley. They swipe it. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Lions sure seems to have hit the ground running. For Utah, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
Well, this is a kind of a mediocre free throw shooting team. They're sitting there at about 73% as a unit.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
Good checked in for the Jazz. Elliott Williams comes in for Exum. Bass. Nice D from Lions. Utah leading by 3. And that one's good. Big Dog's got his second bucket of the night. 12 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Turner. Got it from 16 feet.
The mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
Here's Lyons. No good on the buzzer beater.
Tune in this Wednesday night, January 28th. Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers take on Gordon Hayward and the Utah Jazz. It's Western Conference action. Do not miss it.
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. If you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to get going once more. And the players having a chance to have a short break and get some. And the first half ends in a close one.
Hey guys, some keys to talk about from what I've seen so far. This is a tight ball game, but remember, this is our house. I like the way we're valuing the basketball. Keeping those turnovers down has really helped us throughout the first 2 quarters. But we have done a great job creating.
We have a close ball game.
Let's go. You're in.
Dang, about time.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half.
Well, the Utah Jazz enjoy what has long been considered one of the best home court advantages in the NBA here at Energy Solutions Arena. You combine the altitude with these rowdy fans, tough place to get a road win.
And for Utah, pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. Favors is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Hayward in at the 3. And for Boston, the skilled front court of Jared Sullinger and Kelly Olynyk. With Phil Pressey, and it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. Big Dog, he's checked in for Trey Burke. And a change for the Celtics. Bradley's checked in for Marcus Thornton. And for the Jazz, Burke's the off guard with Hayward at the 3. Enes Kanter is out there with Favors, and it's Lyons in at the point. Well, you talk about this crowd here in Salt Lake City, the construction, the physical structure here, this arena really puts the crowd right on top of the action.
And that really does have an effect, Kevin. Players and refs feel the fans as much as they hear them there.
And for the Celtics, the skilled front court of Jared Sullinger and Kelly Olynyk. Phil Pressey is out there with Avery Bradley, and it's Prince in at the small forward.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Gordon Hayward. This past month, he's really set himself apart. You see how he matches up numbers-wise. Averaging about 15 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And with his ability to put the ball in the bucket, you have to game plan for him defensively.
And if you don't, Steve, he could put up a lot of points on you in a short amount of time.
Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Utah. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Boston. A shot by Prince. Gets an open look and hits. Prince has got 6 in the quarter. Jazz leading by 11. The 15-footer, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Boston's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kevin, Jared Sullinger has developed some very thick skin during his time in the league. Sullinger said, because I had Satch Sullinger as a coach. So I learned early that it's not how loud he's saying it, it's what he's saying. I was blessed to have an angry coach. It's very hard to get into Jared's head, guys.
It is indeed. Thank you, Doris.
Avery Bradley out of Texas, one of the elite perimeter defenders in the NBA. A guy who can really give you nightmares bringing the ball up the floor. 6'2", but with long arms, and he can defend both guard positions. Really pressures the ball well.
Pressey kicks to Sullinger. Wide open. Boston again missing.
Easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
Breaks a big high bounce and goes in. 9 points for Big Dog.
They call him Big Dog, and he's definitely got a lot of dog in him.
Zeller setting the pick for Bradley. The pass to Sullinger. Here's Zeller. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Zeller's got 6.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, it seemed to me their three-point shooting was their own worst enemy in that game, Clark. I mean, even their wide-open looks weren't falling.
Yeah, and I'm sure when they think back on that game, Steve, their main regret is going to be that they didn't get away from the three-point shot early on. They kept going to it.
Here's Sullinger. That one a little long.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Here's Lyons. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 12. 5 seconds left in the third. Here's Bradley. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Jazz out in front, up by 16. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win.
Hey, Rook, good job. For your first time out, you look right at home.
Thanks, man. I just try not to force anything and let the game come to me.
That's what we do. Too bad your big effort was wasted.
Wasted?
Yeah, you got yours, but the team did. In this league, W's are all that matter. We got to hit it hard again tomorrow. See what we got to do to string some wins together.
Hey, man, I'm going to do everything in my power to help this team win. Shoot, I'm just on a 10-day contract, so I'm going to work like there's no tomorrow. Because for me, there is no tomorrow. I got to get signed.
That's what I like to hear. You keep that attitude, you might have a chance to last in this league.
Sure gonna try.